Welcome back on Diamond. Today I want to propose you a video about
the unboxing and review about the White Dwarf issue 504 released by the Game Social for September 2024. So here we have something quite intriguing because we have this cover that it's a little about the Kroot that I quite appreciate because they released the new models recently and they are amazing one. So here we have new rules about combat battle, crusade rules and a mini game for the Kroot, so quite nice. And it's really quite nice to see. Remember that you can have eventually the alternative cover that is without any writing if you make the subscription to the White Dwarf, and I think that if you're interested about such type of cover, they are amazing ones, so quite nice. Still had to say some things related. First of all, here we can see that it's not made a really great cut about. We can see even better here. So and it's for all the White Dwarf. I screened more of the White Dwarf and I found that there is such a problem, so not a good thing. Moreover, here we have the summary of the contents and a white writing on a yellow background. It's not the best choice, so at least change in this case it would be much better, sincerely. Okay, other thing that as usual I make some I can say mocking about, it's the fact that we have this that are the sets that I appreciate, but still I don't like that are in such middle of the White Dwarf. So we have the mission of Warhammer 40k, the one about Age of Sigmar, as usual, they are nice, and these are related about the new kill team, so it's always something that it's really quite appreciated. Remember that you had the rules related kill team inside here, so it's really quite nice. And really, now what it's to do is to see the contents, because there are quite a lot of interesting things to see. Here, as usual, there is the introduction about the White Dwarf. Here, the contents that we see at the back, but readable. Okay. Here we can find this that it's the same about the contents that has been included in the White Dwarf that you can detach. So nice. Yes, here we can find the main list of the reader to the team of the White Dwarf, and usually I suggest you to read and see about this, because you can find some intriguing part related about all the stories, about models that you can see painted based in different ways, so on. So it could be nice. Eventually some really nice conversion that I quite like. Here there is also about the Realm of Ruin, that it's the video game about Age of Sigmar with a diorama competition. So quite a lot of different things that I think that could be really quite nice. Armies, different things. Here you can see really different basing, different colors. It could be really quite intriguing to see such type of things. Then we had this that it's related about how to create your background, that could be for Warhammer 40k, for Age of Sigmar, Warhammer Fantasy. Here you can see some quite nice details. Moreover, I quite like the images because they can give you also some inspiration about. That could be for painting, for modifying, and so on. I think that it's really quite nice in such a way. Or for example, also for the Shrinkflation, that could be nice to use as inspiration. Then we have this that it's about the bunker. It's a way to cheer you up so that you can modify, you can paint, you can play, so to invigorate you to do such things, and I think that it could be quite nice. Then we have also this that it's rated, and I like moreover about the images that you can see that could be inspirational, sincerely, because you can see again some intriguing things, in my opinion. That could be again shiny feature, basing, painting, models. Here we have the mission that we have seen before that could be detachable, so we have for Warhammer 40k. Here the one, a second, opla, about Age of Sigmar. And here we have this that it's related about the mission pack that we have seen for the kill team. So a lot of different things, in my opinion. Here there is this that it's related about ways to play with the new 4th edition Age of Sigmar, so pay attention about. Okay, they are simple ones, but they could be always intriguing to read, so nice. Then we have this that it's related about the theme of the White Dwarf, that can make you see the ways that they paint, so the scheme of colors, how they do some things, so on, and could be nice. Sincerely, there are some tricks that could be quite intriguing to see. For example, this could be an interesting hobby hack. Sincerely, even if it's quite simple, it's really quite nice. And there are quite a lot of different things. Here instead we had this that it's about, in this case, about a club that it's in the Yorkshire, so the UK, that show the teams, the models that has been painted and modified by the players that are there. And sincerely, I think that again that this it's a sort of second way to have the mailing list, because you can see quite a lot of different models, different paints, basin. So I think that it's always quite amazing one to take note about, not maybe to copy, but to take note for sure. And really always something to think about. So nice. And I've had this that it's about the Warzone Chalnath, so the continuation of what we've seen before. In this case, it's related again about the Kroot. I want to remember you that the cover itself is related. So here we have the continuation about the campaign, the background of the campaign with the images also included. I think that it's always nice because it had quite a lot of the background and nice, because you can gain quite a lot. Here we have a novel that it's related about the sister battle, the Kroot, and so we can find quite a lot of things. And here we have instead about the combat battle related again about the Kroot. So if you're interested about this, you can find quite a lot of information, because you have also here the rules related. So a lot of things that if you're interested about the combat battle, here you can find. You have also the crusade rules for the Kroots. So the models that had quite an amazing new models related to the Kroots now have quite a lot of rules. So if you are going to play with the Kroot, I think that this it's really quite an important addition to your collection as White Dwarf, because there are a lot of things that you could appreciate. Then I had this that it's related about the Predators and Prey, that it's a sort of mini game related about the Kroot, but you can use also for other things. So I think that it could be nice to see, because you can gain a bit of fun. It's an alternative way to play. I think that could be nice. So okay, here we are also ways to play, so you can see that you can have quite a lot of different options. And then we can go to see about the Tale of Four Warlords, and I think that it's always nice to see such one. In this case, it's a little about a battle report, but I like because there is quite a lot of information. It's a way to play with multiple players, so it's quite nice. And moreover, I like to see the armies, because you can see the summary of what are the changes, the modifiers on about the armies that we see in the previous White Dwarf, concentrated here. So we can find quite a lot, and also the list eventually played. And I love such modified armies about the Subbreakers. It's amazing one. So tons of amazing things in my opinion. And here there is the battle report itself. Here it's always nice to see, for example, some Shrinkflation feature that could be copied and so on. Some eventually diorama battles that could be nice. Remember that it could be used these to understand if you want to play with Age of Sigmar, for example, in this case. So the battle report are useful to understand better the rules, to see how they play the rules, the ones that created them, and also how eventually, if you don't know a game, to understand if it's something that you'd like to play with. So I think that it's always an amazing thing to have such options. Okay, here we have this one that useful. Okay, so here I always suggest you to keep a note about, because there are always something that could be interesting to see, and you can learn quite a lot about a lot of different aspects and suggestions. So quite nice, independently by which one of the armies wins. And I've had this, that it's really quite an important thing, because it's related about the flashpoint model hunt. Here we have seen the beginning of the campaign in the previous White Dwarf, the 503, and really it's quite intriguing, because now we can see the map where it is effectively, so I can pinpoint it much better. And if we can see the map about the Akshi, because we are in Akshi as the realm of Age of Sigmar, we can find that we have Amberguard on the part of the left, and here this point it's a part on the right under the new, that it's the new domain related about the Skaventide that emerged at the end of the Crusaders, and we can find so this campaign that it's related to the Scavendum, so it's really quite nice in that way. and so we can find finally where it is, and I think that it's a welcome part. And so we can find how this campaign proceeds, so the different missions that there are and how it's developing. So quite intriguing as part. Then we can find this, that it's a novel related, so again quite a lot of interesting parts, because we have tons of information that could be quite useful if we want to create an environment related, so nice. And here instead we have about Warcry, so new rules related, again really quite nice for the ones that play with Warcry, because there are a lot of things to notice and to use. Sincerely, I don't play Warcry, so I bypass them, but there are still some things that I quite like to see, that could be little images or some little notes that are in the middle, that could be quite intriguing to read, so quite nice. And I've had this that is related about Horus Heresy, so we can find armies related, and so we can find really quite intriguing parts that could be for different armies. Remember that technically they are the same models, simply painted in different ways or personalized in different options based on the legion that are referred to, and so you can really see how much the same models can differ each from the other, simply changing the cover. So little things, but completely change the environment and so on. I quite like such a thing, really. So here we have then the back cover that says again about the Kroot, so I'm quite curious to see how it will be involved in the next White Dwarf, so quite nice eventually. So what to say about such White Dwarf? Sincerely, I think that it's not bad at all. If you're interested about Warcry, about Age of Sigmar, about the campaigns, it's really quite nice. I like the background related. And moreover, if you're interested about the Kroot, it's really something amazing. For the Kroot, if you're interested about, it's really a must-have, because it's quite an amazing amount of information that you have here that are available, so nice. Generally, I think that it's a medium high as a White Dwarf, because there are quite a lot of things that could be interesting. There is a lot of background that can seen about Warhammer 40k, Age of Sigmar, so I quite appreciate. And also quite about modelism. Maybe not the best, but sincerely there are quite a lot of things that you can see, because there are quite a lot of conversions, painting and so on that could be useful for referral, so quite nice. What do you think about? Because I'm quite curious. At least for now, only for the White Dwarf. I decided to put in description the link about my wish list for Amazon if you are interested about making me a gift about. I know it's the first time that I do, so I hope that it works. Anyway, it's something that it's a try. Don't feel that you have to do or so on. It's simply something that if you want to cooperate with me to give me some things that maybe I use then as a review or so on, it could be useful, or that can be useful also for the channel. So eventually you have a thing that you can share with. So from that mode, it's everything. I invite you to subscribe to the channel, to ring the bell so to receive notification about new video, to comment under here about this video, or if you want to suggest me new videos. So I hope to see you again to the next time.